But that being said, we do actually we're using the bright skins tonight for this CTF match, so we are going to see it. Blue team is actually the bright skin green, red team is sort of a bright skin red, and so hopefully that's nice and clear for you on the stream. Yeah, Artanis so far has been able to repel everything.
Back up to 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's brought his KDR up to 14 and 0, now popping up into mid, and actually mid is kind of quiet. We see two guys come up the rail platform the other way. Artanis goes in for another one, gets shot a little bit, and ends up railing the wall. So he's going to be needing to stack back up here in case an attack comes. And from the way mid is looking, it looks like red team is starting to get more on position. We saw two guys on either wing and one guy mid, so just playing the angles there, Artanis is going to be hot on his toes here pretty soon, I think.
GWC is setting up for a run. He's taken the sewers, just pulled down sub now, going for the med kit. He's going to change directions here because, well, accidentally got shot in the ass. 9 health, and he would have gulped a bunch of water in order to achieve death there. ID might be able to steal this red armor. We haven't really seen much from ID all night. He's typically the main flag runner, so being on blue, he is about to set up for this, but he is really weak. He's hoping that this... oh wow, it does spawn just in time, that medkit. GWC about to exit, eating a nade to the face. We're going to get back over to ID, because I think he's kind of the guy to watch, as he's about to make his presence known at the rocket launcher. 3 seconds till that mega spawns. Let's see if he hears it. He doesn't hear it. And he just got railed off. Yeah.
Ooh.
But he is able to steal this mega health.
The mid play is actually looking really interesting here. Due to the fact that we see mid kind of shift control a whole lot, that just really gives a good explanation to why. Well, now we're seeing a double flag pickup, but both guys relatively weak. Red's runner is going to be taken down, but GWC actually, I think, has that one. Let me switch on over to him. Yes, he does. He's in the water. He has a med kit, but he's low on armor, and it looks like Sparks is going to try to take him out, but he's going to get some assistance, but he's finally going to get railed off. But he does have a teammate also there under the water. Nope, not so much. But Sup now from Equality will be having the flag with full health almost, but no armor. He's going to be looking for the... Oh, and Jones goes down. Beautiful rocket done there by him, but Brick is going to be the guy playing the D and putting that flag back where it belongs.
Indeed. So we have seen finally a little bit of an exchange, a little bit of a run. Although, to be honest, I would say that GWC was a little bit better since he actually got it, at least to mid. But, sometimes it's that little push. It's sort of like, okay, we know we can get it this far. Now what do we need to do in order to kind of seal the deal? We've got Jones, again in center, able to pull down ID. And I have to say, let's take a look. Jones is still shooting at 54%. And I'd be curious to know if he's pretty much just... only using rail today. I think another really critical rail, because that slows down the attack, and we haven't really seen much from ID, so I think that is sort of a bit of a tail. Now we do have two blue guys about to push in. We got ID and Sup now about to move in. Let's see what they can do. Brick is there to defend. Jones joins. Sparks on the way out. ID pulls down Brick, so we got a double grab, and ID is picking his exit. GWC with 50 health. Now trying to get away from Artanis. The other flag is returned and swooped. Swoop in at the final moment just before that jump pad across center and return his flag as well. Yeah, so again, another great exchange where basically both teams were in danger, but able to scoop it back together in the center.
Wow, and actually, you have to give a lot of credit to Swoop to nailing that one off. As you noticed, both defending players, Brick and Artanis, did go down at that point, and that was really crucial. Brick died first, so at first it was looking kind of, advantageous for the blue team, but again, just Swoop doing what he did there. But we do see ID here with a med kit facing off two guys right in front of him as he tries to exit low. He's going to get pushed back into the base and taken down.
Yeah, Sub now has also been rejected. Jones is able to pop him up with a rocket, and down he goes. So again, we're kind of back to square one, because that was the offensive push response from the blue team, and now Jones is just having his good old fun in the center, able to pull down, swooped, And a little bit of help there. Sparks also getting a frag. So 19 health, but that's a lot considering that most people are going to fire at you with rails. Although here come rockets. Jones is able to dodge them all and pull down ID again. So I'm actually really impressed with how often Jones is killing ID in the center. And I'm wondering if they can start pulling down Jones on a regular basis, that's going to free up ID to do what he does best, which is run the flag with amazing proficiency. Swooped here, 44 health, looking to get a railgun shot on Sparks. Misses it. Sparks is able to pull down Swoop's teammate. But again, we're looking at essentially the offense is getting totally stymied in the center.
Ooh, and yeah, IRC is now commenting on the amount of rail we're seeing come out in this match, and I'm thinking, really? You guys should see it played in Quake 3. I mean, this map alone, I think I said this last week, this map alone is justification for nerfing the rail down to 80 hit points.
Yeah, back in the day, you could... it was just ridiculous.
Mid-control was mid-control. You lock down mid, you have it, period.
Yeah, and oftentimes you could have, one guy just being a sneaky asshole with the rail, and, basically picking up on what would later become sort of standard sniper techniques in other FPSs, where basically you take a shot, you move, so that the opponents can't ever predict and try to line up a shot against you really quickly. That same kind of tactic was definitely developed on this map, and so you would have I would really enjoy playing against players that were kind of really good at that, and it sort of become a fun guessing game trying to figure out where the hell they're going to be. And oftentimes you get hit by a railgun shot that you didn't really know was going to be coming. So a little bit of we haven't really seen a lot of kind of peak rails. It's all about like Jones, for example. He's kind of aggressive with his rails. He'll dance around the pillars, but that's really about it.
And really on Troubled Waters, the higher the relative skill level, the less caps you're going to see. It's not like Courtyard Conundrum where it's just difficult to cap, period. Here, you get really good defensive players, you get really good guys railing across mid, and you can see situations like this where we're 11.5 minutes in, and we haven't seen the caps really come in yet, but, all it takes is one at this point to just turn things up.
Indeed.
And now we're seeing Sup in the cubby, but I don't think he's going to get out without eating a load of damage here. He's got everybody and their mom coming in after him.
Yeah, but that being said, going back to your mention about how that one cap will totally change the dynamic of this game, because the team that's able to get that initial cap, they can start thinking, since we're already at 12 minutes in, they can start thinking about turtling up and basically, becoming extremely, even more defensive heavy than we've already seen. Sup now again going to get stuffed. Then the red flag will quickly be grabbed by Swoop, but he's not going to get very far because there's enough people back on D. And Jones has done a really good job on this. I want to call this out. I don't know if he's like maybe planning on his deaths coinciding. I mean, it's basically Jones is shutting down the blue team, okay? Because the only time that we ever see the red flag get picked up is when Jones is dead, and then Jones ends up getting the frag against that flag carrier. I mean, that's I just thought I'd kind of call that out. Jones is kind of being a little bit awesome tonight. Look at his ID. And yep, look at that. Look who got the kill.
Alright, but Sparks is out. Oh, and that rocket right up the pooper as Sparks tries to get an exit. He does use the med kit to save his life, but 2 more rockets, and that is going to be finishing him off. So, really great start of a run there, and he was actually looking pretty well stacked in order to survive getting out of there. But one air rocket can totally screw up your Sunday, or Wednesday in this case.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. With 6.5 minutes left, I'm wondering what it's gonna need to happen in order for one of these teams to get a cap. I really would have expected this thing to at least be 1-to-1 by now. I mean, this map is D heavy, but it's not that D heavy. I think maybe what they need to do is devote more resources to clearing out center, and my guess is that the blue team